here again. Today, we're going to learn about the sense of taste. Before we get started, I would like to go over a few vocabulary words with you. The first one we want to talk about is the word congested. Congested means we have too much mucus in our nose, and the fluid in our nose blocks up our nose passages. I'm so congested I couldn't breathe very well. Our next vocabulary word is the word flavorful. That means it has a strong, pleasant taste. For example, the fried chicken was very flavorful. Our next word is pucker. To purse your lips together so that you look like a fish, or as if you're going to get ready to give someone a kiss. That's a pucker. However, the example is, the sour taste of lemons makes me pucker. Saliva. That's the watery fluid inside your mouth that breaks up food so you can swallow it and it's easier to digest. Example, I swallowed the saliva in my mouth. Taste buds. Those are those tiny little bumps on your tongue that tell the brain whether something tastes good or bad or sweet or sour. People have many taste buds on their tongue. Look way close at your tongue. Look at your neighbor's tongue. Look at someone else's tongue, and you'll see lots of bumps there. All right, let's get started with our informational story today. Today we get a lot of information. Sometimes we have to read stories to get information. So far, we've learned about some other senses, and we've learned about sight, hearing, and smell. So today, let's learn about taste. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do we use our sense of taste when we eat? If you gave me a thumbs up, yes, we do. Let's just check that out. So, today when you listen to our story, the main topic today is about taste. Look at this boy in the picture. He's happy because he's about to taste something yummy and sweet, and he knows it. But if it weren't for a few bumps on his tongue, he wouldn't be able to taste it at all. Bumps mean little tiny raised areas. And since taste is the weakest of the five senses, it gets help from other senses to help you enjoy the food you can eat. Can you guess which sense that would be that helps you taste? Listen to our story and find out what other sense helps your sense of taste and helps you enjoy your food. The first thing when you do when you eat food is you open your mouth and take a bite. Then you start to chew or grind it up with your teeth. The wet saliva in your mouth, or the fluid in your mouth, starts to melt or dissolve the chewed up food, so it's easier to swallow. If you swallowed something that didn't have enough moisture on it, it would be dry and it might get kind of stuck in here and it's hard to swallow. So sometimes we take a big drink so that we can swallow. Sometimes our food won't go down. Yep, that helps. As the food melted, it moved across your tongue to go down your throat, and it catches on those little tiny bumps inside your mouth. Let's take a look at what they look like. See all these tiny little red bumps on his tongue? Well, if we took a piece of his tongue out and blew it up into a big pitcher, this is what it looks like. All these little bumps and things. Yep, you got it. That's what helps us taste. And they are called taste buds. Turn to your neighbor and look at their tongue. You can see bumps all over it. Those tiny little bumps contain taste buds, which come in all shapes and all sizes, and they're responsible for telling your brain whether something tastes good or bad. There are over 10,000 taste buds in your mouth. That's a lot of bumps. I'd hate to have to count those. There are 4 kinds of tastes that we have. In certain spots on your tongue, you have special taste buds to detect 4 types of tastes. We have sweet, we have salty, we'd have bitter, and sour. Now, sometimes bitter and sour might taste the same to you, but a pickle would taste sour, and some chocolate that didn't have sugar in it would be bitter. Or if you chewed on grass, it might taste bitter. Fruits and desserts usually taste pretty sweet because they have sugar in them. Almost everyone likes the taste of sweet. Even babies smile when they taste a little bit of sugar. But pretzels taste salty. A little salt can make food more flavorful. Remember that word? That means the food has a strong and pleasant taste. Bitter or bitterness is something that you do not taste very often, especially when you're young. If something is bitter, it's like coffee or something that's really sharp or unpleasant. Maybe some bitter cheese. And then we have the taste of sour. Most people agree that lemons are sour. What kind of face do you make when you taste something sour? Ooh, make your most sour face. Ooh. Have your neighbor look at you and make your best sour face. If it's something that's really sour, like a raw lemon, most people pucker up their face and they suck their lips in like a fish and go, ooh, that's so sour. They squint their eyes and they wrinkle their nose. Ooh. Now, here's some foods. Here's something very tasty, and it's very important to remember about taste and taste buds. Just because something doesn't taste as good as your favorite food, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try it, especially if it's healthy for you. Taste buds can be trained to accept and enjoy lots of different tastes. Some tastes can seem strange or unpleasant at first, but then your taste buds get used to them, and before you know it, you've learned to like those tastes. I never liked broccoli, but after I grew up and I started eating broccoli, I actually quite like it. You have 5 senses. Let's see. Sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Taste helps you enjoy your food, but did you know that smell helps you enjoy your food as well? In fact, both your sense of taste and smell work together to help you figure out what your food tastes like. If you sit down to eat a nice piece of fried chicken, as you bring it up to your mouth, you'll start to smell it before you even take a bite. And you keep smelling it as you chew it. Your taste buds aren't actually that good at identifying what a piece of chicken is. They can just tell you that it's a little salty and that it's not sweet or sour or bitter. However, if your nose sniffs in the fried chicken odor molecules and sends the brain the little details about it, you can taste the oil, the meat, and the juice of the chicken. Next time you have to taste something you don't like this little boy, he had to take some nasty tasting medicine. Try holding your nose and see how well you can taste it. Even though you're putting something in your mouth, you may not be able to taste it because your taste buds, you probably won't be able to taste it as well as if you were not pinching your nose. This is because you have closed your nostrils and blocked the odor molecules from going up your nose and reaching those receptors. Without the extra help from the sense of smell, you wouldn't be able to taste things very well. That's how it works when you have a cold. Things don't taste very good when you have a cold, or they may not have any taste at all. So because your receptors are blocked in your nose, your taste buds are just kind of saying, This might be a little bit salty. It might be a little hot. We're not sure, but it doesn't taste as good. This is because your nose is congested or it's filled with mucus, and so your sense of smell cannot help you with your sense of taste. In fact, if your nose is really stuffed up, you probably won't be able to taste much of anything at all. Let's do some comprehension checks. Number 1, what was our main topic today? If you said the sense of taste, you were correct. That's what we've been talking about. Number 2, what are the bumps on your tongue called that helps you taste those food? Taste buds. That is correct. Number 3, what are the 4 types of taste that you can taste? Something sweet, something salty, something bitter, and something sour. Number 4, what other sense helps your sense of taste? Here's a clue. You're right, your sense of smell. When you eat food, do you think your sense of taste or your sense of smell is more important? Which one of those do you think is more important? Give your answers to someone. And don't forget to post it. Word work. In the read aloud, you heard a little salt can make foods more flavorful. Say the word flavorful with me. I love gravy. It makes turkey and potatoes taste flavorful. There are 2 parts to the word flavorful. The first part is the word flavor, which means having the taste of something or something that is added to create a taste. Some foods have a salty flavor, some have a sweet flavor, and some have a spicy flavor. The last part of the word is called a suffix. Can you say that word with me? Suffix. That's what's added to the end of words to change their meaning. The part says full. When we add the suffix full to a word, it means that it is filled or full of. So when we say something is flavorful, we mean it is full of flavor. That is pleasant or has a taste that we like. Here's some other words that end in the suffix full. Listen to the first part of the word to figure out what the whole word means. Colorful. Colorful. That means it's full of colors. Powerful. If power is our word, that means something has strong energy or strength. So it would be full of energy and strength. Let's try a little game. Let's go back to the word flavorful. If any of the things I say are flavorful, give me a yum, yum on my tummy. Oh, yum, flavorful. If they're not flavorful, give me a thumbs down and a Here we go. Orange juice. Yum, yum. Spoiled milk. Nasty. Medicine. Ugh, that can be nasty. Chocolate cake. Yum, yum. Water. Water may not be flavorful, but it's thirst quenching, so we'll have to give it a thumbs down. It doesn't taste bad, but it just doesn't have much taste at all. How about our last one? Pizza! Yes, yum, yum. That's so good. Well, thanks for listening today. We will meet again another day. And this is Mrs. Croft saying bye-bye.